Welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Chuck, and this, my friends, is The Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program, and this is the episode you've been waiting for, probably the greatest episode of Wine Library TV history, and we'll get into that reasoning a little bit later. I've missed you guys, my first full week off in ever last week, so I missed you guys quite a bit, but we're back in the saddle, and we're focused on Italian varietals in America. We've got 2 from California, 1 from Washington State, 3 wines. Italian varietals are making more and more noise. They've never really caught, it's like a match. They've never totally caught in the U.S. market. Dolcetto, Barbera, Sangiovese, these red varietals that do so well in Italy have never really completely captivated the American consumers' imagination when they are planted in our land. But we've got 3 wines here today to see what they can bring, if they can bring any thunder, and we'll see what's going on. I got the flip cam, paying attention to red lights so I don't lose it, and more importantly, 2 big announcements. Number 1, Maynard Keenan from Tool, lead singer, rock star, former episodes of Wine Library TV. Mott, oh, you're not here. Mott, link it up, the 2-part episode down below. He will be signing bottles at Wine Library on June 18th. We expect long lines. You can get there early. Starts later in the day. Mott, link that up. We have a link to winelibrary.com. We'd love to see all of you. Hold on one second. Could be a little bit of a different kind of episode of Wine Library TV. Alright. Alright, we'll see what happens there. Okay. Maynard will be signing bottles. Hope to see you guys there, and that will be a lot of fun. All right, let's get into the wines. We've got 3 wines here. Let's start with wine number 1, which is the Rosa di Oro 2005 Barbera from Lake County. This wine rolls in at $18 US, and it is a Barbera made by the really great family from Kelsville, California. Barbera is the 3rd most planted grape varietal in all of Italy. So it's a very popular grape, especially in Piedmont and throughout, really, all of Italy. 18 bones. You can get a good Barbera from Italy in this price range. So California pricing, I always felt needed to be a little bit lower to buy that entry. They haven't consistently done that. I think that's been a problem. That's been a barrier of entry for a lot of people. But let's see what the Rosa di Oro brings to the table. It's got a nice bottle, so that's a nice start. Little sniffy sniff. Haven't said that in a little bit. Big ripe red fruit coming through, almost pomegranate-like, which I like quite a bit. Actually, not almost, definitely pomegranate-like on the nose. Little Kirsch Royale. You get into the alcohol a little bit. What's the alcohol in this bad boy? What do we got here? 13.5, smelling a little bit more than that. Let's give it a whirl. Big luscious fruit, strawberry candy coming through, little burnt wood action, which is quite fine and excellent actually on the back end. Little sugary for me, but not too bad. Let me give it one more shot. You know what? A pretty darn serviceable Barbera here. Really nice acid. Need a wristband. Really nice acid, almost like a charcoal component on the back end, and overall roundness, good tannin structure, a little hint of the fruity fruit, little shoulder of fruit, which I think is quite solid. Surprising. You were talking to somebody who probably is one of the bigger non-fans of of Italian red varietals in the U.S., but this wine from a very Lake County, not considered a big place of quality wines, but there's a lot of great Sauvignon Blanc coming out of there. Really brings some really nice aspects to the table, and at 18 bones, a very good Barbera. I'm going to score this wine 88 plus points. I think it's really solid. I'm quite caught off guard. Probably the biggest shock of a wine on Wine Library TV in a long time, and it's a very good start for the Italian grapes in America. Let's give it a little rinse. Let's move on. Wow, good start. Wine number 2. What we have here is the Duvigna 2005 Dolcetto. 18 bones, 81% Dolcetto, 16% Barbera, and 3% Nebbiolo. Dolcetto is just a great varietal. I'm a huge fan. Producing some of the really interesting wines in Piemonte. 18 bones again. I guess this is the common theme if you're from California doing Italian varietals. Roll it up at 18 bones. This is 2005 vintage, and both of them are. So a little bit older, giving it time to mature a little bit. Not really older, but definitely older than the 06s and some of the 07s I've already started drinking. Nice dark color. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. A little more sunshine on the nose than you expect from most of the Dolcetto you maybe had from northern Italy. Good fruit, sour cherry coming through on the nose, which is quite lovely. Little rose petal. This wine has gotten a lot of awards. Won a gold medal at the 09 San Francisco Chronicle tasting, which is a big deal. So it's a wine that's got a little reputation. 14.4 alcohol. Let's give it a whirl. Definitely more of a bitter component on this wine. A little disjointed on the back end. Big tannins, dry mouth syndrome. I mean, DMS is in the house, and that's fine. I don't mind to be puckered up once in a while. Probably a nice wine with a lot of different cheeses. You're going to look for some fat to undry that mouth and pair with this wine. Though it's a little boring, and I've had a lot of Dolcetto 15 to 17 bones lately from Italy, rocking the house. This one is not doing that. This is more like burning down the house. Great song. I don't even know what that was. I apologize. I'd probably score this wine 81, 82 points. I'm not feeling it. It's not bringing that much excitement to the table. The wine I was most excited for, now disappointing me. Preconceived notions. Can't go in and thinking things because boy, oh boy, will they flip the switch on you. I really thought this was going to be a reverse play. But right here, I'm just not feeling the way, Coming, little Mish. All right, gotta do what you gotta do. So a little bit disappointed in that wine, and time to move on and rinse, and now a wine from a winery that has consistently pumped out high quality wine over the last 5-7 years. This, my friends, is the Andrew Will. You'll see it right there. If you can see it smack on the forehead. This is the Andrew Will. This is a thing they do for their club. The Annie Camarda 2007 Sangiovese from Red Mountain from the Sale de Jebel vineyard. 13.8 alcohol, 14 months in barrel. 13-year-old vineyards, only 54 cases made of this wine, 75% Sangiovese, 25% Cabernet Sauvignon, rolls in at 35 bones. We are very honored to get a shot at this. Excited to see what it's all about. Let's give it a snippy sniff. Big nose. Little Mish. Big nose. Uh-oh, hold on. Little monkey. Little monkey. Okay. Big nose coming across. Raspberries. Little chocolate coming through. Really interesting, almost bacon fat kind of components coming through on the nose as well. very bright flowers like violets, like a violet ray gun shooting directly up your nose. Delicious. Getting that on the nose as well. So violets, a little bacon fat, blueberries, strawberries, but the floral violet play is definitely in the house. Let's give it a whirl. Good structure, nice roundness, very creamy. You can definitely get the oak influence on this wine. Creamsicles forming on my inner cheek. But a good dryness and a good length on the back end. 35 bones, probably pushing the envelope for this Sangiovese Cab blend. Does remind me of some of the Super Tuscan type wines I've had in the past, with a little bit more fruit. And the wine's a little, not as angular as I would kind of like it. It's a little fluffy, a little love handle action, which I normally love, but maybe not so much in this wine. Let me give it one more shot. Good firm tannins. Good dry acid on the back end. Excuse me for one sec. Hello? Hello? Hey. Flower delivery, thank you. Bye-bye. Lots going on in the Vaynerchuk household. Little Mish, hold on. So, a hair disappointing for me. Not exactly as round or as complex as I'd like it. Andrew Will, a great winery. Love their wines. This one's okay. Again, you're talking to somebody who's not in love with the Italian varietals in the U.S. anyway, but that wouldn't generalize. Loved the Rosa d'Ora. This is an 87-point wine to me. Fine. Nothing amazing. Nothing horrible. Serviceable at 35 bones. All right. I think she just wants to be on camera. I think this is a good time to see. Here you go. Oh, don't cry, little Mish. Don't cry for the little maniacs. Don't cry for the maniacs. She loves that. And look at this. Let's give this diaper a sniffy sniff. Little Mish, say hi to the maniacs. There you go. Did you wave? Say hi to them. That's my sunshine. That's my life. And I really appreciate you joining me for this very special show for me. Question of the day. What's your sunshine? What's your life? You, with a little bit of me and a little bit of this angel, we are changing the wine world.